Alright. Here we go. Round 4 for the DURL Racing League Season 1. We are at Britain Silverstone, so information on screen now. You can see the results for the last race. They're here if you want to pause and check it out. The standings, driver standings here. M-Dog still has the lead at the moment, and the team standings. McLaren still in first, but again, pause it, check it out. 2 lights, 3 lights, 4 lights, 5 lights, and we are off. Zarco in first, Shari's in second. They get away clean. Looks like a good start, looks like a good down into turn 1. Shari's takes the lead, Ferrari's wide. Shari's a blistering start from Shari's, and it puts him into first. Can we get through the next couple of corners? Okay. So far, no accidents. So far, no DNFs. So far, no carbon fibre confetti. It looks good. It looks good. Good start. We're going to see here because, yeah, Shari's in P2. What's the launch like? Oh, yes, there's a good 1 or 2 wheel lengths there that Shari's got away. And that puts him already into P1 by turn 1. So, delayed start from Zarco. And Zarco forced to go a little bit defensive. And then you can hear a bumping and grinding at the back there. We'll check it out in a minute. It looks like the Ferraris are a little bit out of whack. But, yeah, not bad. So we're going to check out that. We're going to jump on M-Dog because he was right there. So he should be able to see it all. And we see Cram Soup on the left. He doesn't get a great start. And what happens here? Oh, yeah, Sspec runs wide in the first row and Cram Soup in the second. And then there's a bit of bump and grinding. Sushi all over the shop. Bump there from Cram Soup. And more bumping here. The Mercedes is clean. Oh, M-Dog bumped by Cram Soup. And but let's slow it down and have a close look to see exactly what happened. So into T1. And so SS Spec, he's gone out by himself. And Cram Soup's gone with him. And that's off track now. SS Spec, he's technically doing a rejoin now, which he's supposed to back off. But he did not, and he's just come straight back on the racing line. Sushi's on the line. He's taking the corner because he didn't stuff up his turn there, and they got a bit of contact there. So that sends Sushi across, and now down into turn 3. And what goes on here? Sushi comes back along, no contact though. Yeah, no, that's clean. So good driving from Sushi after being bumped a couple of times. And then something happens here. So, yeah, Cramp Soup contacts, but does M-Dog shift over a little bit? I thought. I don't know. Let's back that up a second. Does M-Dog, it looks like he shifts. He does. He, under brakes, he moves out a little bit as Cramp Soup's coming in. They have a little bit of contact there. And so that's that contact. And then you see contact in front of us that sends Sushi onto the racing line. Now S-Spec is way off the racing line, and he's still trying to take T1 at the same speed as everybody else. Now that's not ideal. So S-Spec is guaranteed at this angle to hit Sushi, and nothing Sushi can do about it. So there's the contact there from S-Spec and Sushi, and then behind, Cramp Soup gives M-Dog another bump. M-Dog loses the rear end a little bit, but manages to gather it back up quickly, and Cramp Soup's forced to back out, causing a bit of a congestion behind. On board with Kiwi now. Kiwi off to a good start. Ooh, what's that? That's Wobble Candy. So Wobble Candy in front. He got the initial launch well, and but on the second stage of the launch, over-revved it, and the rear's cut loose, and then he's come across. And Fraudino, who's done nothing wrong, he cops a hit in the front, and he's forced to slow down, because that's Zodzy on the left. So definitely Fraudino. But yeah, Fraudino is wrong place, wrong time. And then up the inside, who's that? That's JS44 on the medium tyre. JS44, he's just barreled into turn 1 on the cold mediums. No, he doesn't have the grip as everybody else, and he's also the only person on mediums. He's just barreled in, smashed into the side of his teammate. He'll be lucky if he hasn't got front wing damage there. And yeah, so rough stuff from JS. Rough stuff. Does that send his teammate off track limits? It does not. So JS very, very overly aggressive, and then into turn 3. And JS just cuts across the ripple strip, comes back across to the Fraudino, And Fraudino, who's just an innocent bystander here, is just getting hammered by AlphaTauris and Williamses. So unlucky Fraudino, but Kiwi manages to keep his nose clean, and we're away. So that's your start. The start is away. No one's DNF'd. A bit of a wiggle there from Thugnificent, and he's gone wide, and that gives Kiwi a position. And we're going to sit on this for a second. Well, there's a bit of over acceleration from Zodzy. So cold tyres causing a little bit of havoc. Some people maybe need to practice their outlaps. But we jump on board with Cram Soup. He's a bit further up the field. Cram Soup's just throwing it into the corners. And the Matty Man looks like he's going to have a crack. It's still lap one. And Matty Man, he looks like he wants to put his nose up. Cram Soups moves over. Hard on the brakes. He runs wide. Matty Man could have a crack here, but he chooses not to. He slots back in behind. And that's that. So, good racing. Good start. No damage. A no damage start is a good start, as far as I can tell. I don't see anyone going in the pits. Definitely not. So, everyone's... Ooh, did Fraudino? Fraudino might have boxed. Okay, so Fraudino, JS has actually damaged Fraudino, so bad luck Fraudino. But we continue on as we would. This top 7, top 8 are in a DRS train. They have dropped Wobble Candy though. But fantastic racing. Good stuff, fast stuff. This is when you've got to settle in. You've got to try and maintain tyre wear, maintain ERS, because the race is not won in the first 3. Oh, something's happened here. What's happened here? Cram Soup, he's at a bit of a lock up and run wide, and then he slips sideways, forced to cut the corner, and he cuts across. Matty Man does well to avoid him, but Matty Man sticks it up the inside, and that's an easy overtake for Matty Man. Matty Man, right place, right time, and gets an easy pass. So, ooh, something's happened. I can see, I don't know if you saw that little bit of a lag there, but I believe Cram Soup has disconnected now. I believe this is AI driving Cram Soup's car, and Fusion Psycho's behind him. So we're going to sit on with Cram Soup, because you never know what AI is going to do. They could go defensive. They could just do something completely ridiculous. But Fusion chucks it up the inside and then puts his car on the racing line, and he blocks out Cram Soup's AI there. So, okay. Jump forward a bit to SS Spec, lap 4. There's a bit of a train here at the moment. It's a 6-car DRS train. Ooh, Sushi got a bit of a slide, and S-Spec runs it up the outside. And looks like from that mistake, S-Spec's going to... Sushi's going to lose 2 positions. M-Dog's got it on the racing line. And, M-Dog sticks it up the inside. So one tiny mistake in these front runners, like that, and 2 positions lost. That's the competition here at the front end of the field, the pointy end. Yeah, you can't afford those mistakes. The heavy fuel, the slightly worn tyres. I mean, these guys are qualified on these tyres, and then they've done the outlet, and so heavy fuel and worn tyres, it can cause havoc if you haven't done the practice. And up in front here, it looks like Zarco and Shari's going at it, and Zarco retakes the lead. So Zarco now back in the position he qualified for. And we continue. It looks like Matty Man and M-Dog at the back there. Sushi and M-Dog. Sushi chucks it up the inside, but M-Dog keeps it on the line, and he's able to block that out. Gets a bit of a squiggle on the exit, but we're good. There's nothing Sushi's going to be able to do here now. He'll just have to tuck in and wait. On board with Matty Man, who's behind Sushi and M-Dog, and see what he can see. So... it looks like Sushi. Is Sushi going to have a run? I don't think so. It's a DRS train now, and the worst place to be in a DRS train is anywhere that's not first or second. First and second in a DRS train dictate the race. They're able to decide how things are going. They can overtake but maintain first and second if they're smart. Matty Man looks like he's going to have a crack at Sushi. He's right up there, but Sushi blasts the ERS, it looks like, and pulls back away. So yeah, this front six are on the money. Sushi has made a mistake, but he's managed to recover it somewhat, and away he goes. And I expect good things from the Tier 2 championship winner for OCE from Sushi. Timing board's a bit skewy with the switching backwards and forwards between players. It tends to have a bit of a moment, so it will right itself and wrong itself multiple times before the end of this video. There's nothing I can do about that, and hopefully in F1 2022 they fix that. As you can see, timing board has come good now, and this front six are just in a league of their own at the moment. The gap between 6th and 7th is just widening, and yeah, the fast guys at the front are using DRS just to tow these guys forward, and that gap will just increase over time, I would assume. Although Fusion is having a bit of a crack. But yeah, this front six are just something else. We jump forward to position 3 on track because Sspec, Shari's has just run a little bit wide, and that's put Sspec in attack position. And this is good for Sspec. He needs to pressure second. Shari's goes defensive, and Sspec unable to get the move done there. But in third position, you have to push second to push first. If you don't push second to push first, nothing changes, and you just get stuck in a DRS train, and nobody goes anywhere. So it's the third man's job to push second, and Sspec taking that on. Great guns. Turned in a little bit early there, but Shari's is ready for it. Shari's around the outside, magnificent off track, gives way, but Shari's sticking to the outside. Sspec giving plenty of room. Good, clean racing from these two. And Shari's looks like he's going to hold it. He holds the outside, Sspec on the inside. Sspec, does he leave him room? He does. And Shari's on the inside again. This is a fantastic battle. These guys side by side, and Shari's pulls out in front and manages to maintain that position. A fantastic attack and defense by these two guys. Fantastic. Good racing. And they are up it. So we keep going, because I just don't want to miss anything. No safety car yet, and these guys just have to do what they can. It's still a long way to go too. We're only 7 of 26 laps. Oh, Shari's runs a little bit wide then. There again. Is that going to give Sspec another run? No, I don't think so. I think Sspec's a bit too far back. But Shari's definitely feeling a little bit of pressure there. And Sspec just maintaining. This top six, they're all in DRS. That's great. Good start, good battling, and everyone just maintaining their position. This is a battle of attrition now. We jump on board with Cramp Soup. Cramp Soup's attacking Zodzy. Zodzy, is he going to be able to defend this? His light is flashing. So, and Cramp Soup has 50% ERS. So I'm not sure Zodzy's going to be able to hold this one out. But here we go. DRS open, no DRS protection for Zodzy. And Cramp Soup's going to have a go. Up the outside he goes. Zodzy goes defensive on the inside. Zodzy holds his line, leaves a ton of room there. And Cram Soup, again, a ton of room there. A little bit overly respectful, but a new guy, so that's fine. He just wants to sit to the end. On board with Matty Man now, but you're going to have to pay attention because a few things are going to happen. We're going to bring in Fusion, but we're going to watch Matty Man. Matty Man up behind Sushi, and he's going to attack. And he's setting that up, DRS open, and around he goes. Fusion down the bottom left, he spun. But back to Matty Man. Matty Man is up the inside, Sushi on the outside, and he gets that move stuck. That's good for Matty Man, move done. Now Fusion, who's just come in off the dirt, he's got Kiwi pulling up behind him. We're going to flip it over here, and Kiwi up the inside, and Kiwi's going to have a crack. No, a little bit too much room left there from Kiwi. Leaves a big door open. Looks like he goes for the crossback, but Fusion Psycho shuts that door. And so that's on board with Zodzy now. Zodzy's got Fusion and Kiwi up his bum. And I don't know if you noticed, but Sspec and Sushi have pitted. So the first wave of pits have started, and that's broken up the front six. But Zodzy here, Zodzy doesn't have the DRS protection, and Fusion's going to stick it up the inside. And Fusion does not leave the room. Zodzy does, and around he goes, gets that move done. But that's compromised Zodzy's exit a little bit. And now Kiwi, is he going to have a go? He's close enough. Oh, he's on the ERS. He puts his nose up the inside. Zodzy leaves room. Kiwi gets that move done around the outside. Now down into Verstappen, Hamilton corner. Oh, yep. Oh, that's how you do it, boys. That's how you go through there. A little bit of room for everybody, and you can get through there. It's proof. So official Kiwi and Zodzy better than Max and Lewis. Back on board with Matty Man now. Matty Man and M-Dog, they're going at it still. And is Matty Man going to have a crack? It looks like it. It looks like he's going up the inside. And he is. Oh, M-Dog's not going to let this go. He tries to come back around the outside. And he's holding it. And down they go on the brakes. They get it turned in. Plenty of room left for each. Yes. What a move. What a move from Matty Man. And driving from both of these guys. Well done. So, yeah, good. Someone else has gone in the pit now. Who was that? Zarco's gone in the pit. It took me a little bit to work that out. So Zarco's pitted. He's gone in a lap earlier. And M-Dog and Matty Man have continued on. So Zarco, Sushi, Sspec, they have pitted. And these front three, Shari's, Matty Man, M-Dog's still going. M-Dog a little bit wide. Matty Man a little bit wide there, letting M-Dog close right back in on him now. We pick it up here with Sushi. Sushi, who's one of the first of the front runners to pit. Matty Man and M-Dog have gone in, so we're going to see if Sushi can get the undercut. Sushi was behind both Matty Man and M-Dog. There's Matty Man. Where's M-Dog? M-Dog's behind, so Sushi has managed to get a bit of an undercut with the battling that Matty Man and M-Dog had. And here we go. Matty Man on the newer, colder tyres, but Sushi on the warmer, older tyres. And will Sushi be able to have a run? He looks like he wants to. He's using up all of his ERS. He doesn't have much left. But Matty Man looks like he's going to go defensive. Sushi chucks it up the inside. Matty Man leaves a little bit of room. There's a little bit of a bump, but that's fine. Sushi forced to run a little bit wide. But Matty Man maintains that position. Good job, Matty Man. And yeah, nice undercut from Sushi. So the undercut actually paying off because M-Dog has lost a position. We're going to speed it up, otherwise this video is going to take forever because there is a lot more to go. And does Sushi have a run back in? He does not. Matty Man almost out of his ERS as well. And so he's in the same boat as Sushi, and I believe M-Dog actually has a good chunk of it left. So, but yeah, so we're gonna speed it up because we don't want to be here all night. Now, on board with Shari. Shari's has pitted. Shari's coming out of the pit. Who's he coming out with? Sspec. Sspec on the outside. God, that's hard to say. And Sspec, is he going to hold his position? Shari's, he has pushed him out, and that's it. Sspec holds his position. Shari's with the cold tyres. So, well done, Sspec. But Shari's, I don't think Shari's wants to let this go. So, Shari's is going to sit with him because Shari's the last person to pit. Sspec, the first out of these front runners to pit. So will that cause problems at the end? I don't know. But Sspec gets a little bit wide there coming out of the S's, and Shari's puts his up the inside. He's got the DRS open. Sspec can't defend, and Shari's gets that move done pretty easily. We continue on lap 13. We are up to now. And will Sspec come back at Shari's? I don't think so. Shari's creeping up behind JS44. JS44, the only person to go on the medium tyres, so the only medium runner. He's out of sequence here. And will JS fight it? Will Shari's be able to get this move done quick? Because this is technically for position, even though JS is out of sequence. So JS does not have to let this go. But JS does not have the DRS defense, and Shari's can get that move done pretty easy. Sspec looks like he wants to go too, and he sticks it up the inside, and they bump, they grind, and we'll check back up with that in a minute. On board with M-Dog, who's back a little bit, so we've gone back a bit of the lap, and we're on board with M-Dog, who's attacking Sushi. Sushi a little bit wide, M-Dog sticks it up the inside, Sushi on the outside. Here we go up again to Max Verstappen and Lewis Hamilton corner, and can these two go through? Inside and side by side, and they go through too. So another two drivers better than Max Verstappen and Lewis Hamilton. And here we go into the S's. M-Dog yields, although M-Dog has a lot of ERS, and Sushi's light is flashing. That's about 85% for M-Dog. So yeah, M-Dog's ERS situation looking fantastic, and Sushi might be in trouble here. Can M-Dog stick it up the inside? There's that move in front. with Sspec and JS, and no, that's all good. So no damage there. And Sspec does get around JS, and JS slots in front of here, in front of Matty Man, and then Sushi and M-Dog following up the rear. So the front six now are 7, because an out of sequence JS is here in the mix of it, and he does not look like he's gonna give up. Matty Man throws it up the inside. Now he's on the outside. JS holds his line. Matty Man tries to cut back. There's a bit of a bump. Oh, M-Dog looks like he's diving, and some superhuman reflexes for M-Dog to dodge Sushi there. Matty Man, DRS open, but everyone's got their DRS open. Matty Man's up the inside, but JS is not going to let this go without a fight. Matty Man, he goes around and he gets it done. Now Sushi and JS. Oh, JS running hella wide, pushes Sushi into the grass, and that allows M-Dog up the inside. Sushi tries to come over and realizes there's an M-Dog on the inside, and here we go again. This time M-Dog thinking twice about it. He backs out and tucks in behind Sushi, but JS fighting. I don't know that he should be. I don't know if that's the right thing to do. Sushi clearly getting aggravated, and this is really, really hurting Sushi and M-Dog's race. JS fighting this, and you know he has a right to, sure, but should he? He's not fighting these guys for these positions. Now M-Dog goes up the inside because Sushi just doesn't have the air. So M-Dog tries to get this move done on Sushi, but Sushi sticks it around the outside, and he's got the inside line. M-Dog again backs out of it, not wanting to damage his car. So this continues on, and we've got Thugnificent. He's given way again, and here we go. Oh, Sushi is actually pushing JS along because JS is in the way, trying to get this move done, doing everything, throwing everything at JS to try not to lose the gap, the toe from these guys in front. And JS is just not playing ball. Sushi, JS bump again. JS, Sushi, M-Dog's still here, ready to capitalize in case there's an accident. Hopefully all three of these guys don't end up in the barrier. But Sushi around, JS pushes him to the outside. Sushi's not having this. He wants this position, and you know, fair play to him too. So JS, M-Dog pushing JS now. He tries to go around the outside. JS holds the inside line, and M-Dog's going to have a crack. M-Dog on the ERS. He puts his nose up the inside of JS. JS is dealt with now. So that's hurt. That's hurt these front runners. Sushi and Matty Man now have a 2-second gap fighting someone who's not even in, you know, not fighting for their race. So it's a little bit unfair to them, but that is racing. You know, it wasn't a blue flag. JS didn't have to just move over, but I don't know that, again, I don't know that JS should have fought that. You know, let me know your thoughts if you want. So here we go, Sushi now, because he's used all of his ERS fighting JS. He's in trouble. He's got bugger all ERS, and I know M-Dog still has a ton, so I don't think it's going to take long for M-Dog to get this move done and take this position. So JS jumps in the pit now. So he's doing that late pit stop now, and he's going to be down the back of the field. So yeah, bad luck to these guys. We're going to bring up a double screen here, picture in picture, because a couple of things are going on at the moment. I don't want to leave this fight with Sushi and M-Dog, but you can see down the bottom there's a bit of a thing going. We might switch over. It's Zarco and Shari's. Zarco and Shari's, they're going at it. Shari's looks like he wants to come back with a cutback, but Zarkov manages to hold his position. We're going to run this picture in picture for a bit because there's some good fighting going on with M-Dog, and he is the championship leader, but I think it's more important to stay at the front of the race and see what Zarco and Shari's are up to. So Zarco's got the lead. He's got 85% ERS, and I believe Shari's has over half. So yeah, this is not over. This is going to go on for a while. Here we go. Shari sets him up, goes up the inside, gets that move done pretty easy with a bit of DRS, and Shari's takes the lead. Back with M-Dog. M-Dog's getting that move done on Sushi, and he goes around, which I knew was going to happen soon because Sushi's light was flashing. Will Sushi come back at him? I don't know. No, he doesn't. So M-Dog holds that position, and smart by Sushi. Sushi needs to build up his ERS so he can have a crack later. It is only lap 18 of 26, so there's still a bit to go. And we switch back now with Zarco and Shari's. They've got a bit of lap traffic here. I believe it's Zodzy, and Zodzy gets out of the way, and yeah, so that's good on Zodzy. So we're going to speed it up again. We don't want this to take forever, but I don't want to miss anything either. So here we go again, just out of the S's. Zarco's got the DRS, and Shari's does not. Will Zarco have a crack? Shari's goes defensive. Zarco goes to go around the outside. Shari's backs out a little bit and tucks in behind. So Zarco retakes the lead. And Shari's looks like he's going to have a no. He's got something to say about it. And Zarco backs out and lets Shari's go. So back on board with M-Dog behind Sspec, and they've come up to the lap traffic of Zodzy. So we've got Matty Man in front, Sspec, there goes Zodzy, and M-Dog. So we're going to speed it up again and see what we can see. We'll try and catch up on the next few battles, and try and give you guys, not leave you guys waiting too long for something good to watch. But you can see it's a bit of a, you've got two trains here. We've got Zarco and Shari's, and then behind you've got Matty Man, Sspec, M-Dog and Sushi. So two trains, and because of the hold up from JS, it's not a 6-man DRS train now, it's a 2-man and a 4-man. So yeah, JS Spec really hurting the 4-men at the back. Yeah, close racing. We switch back to M-Dog. M-Dog looks like he's setting Sspec up. Sspec, the earliest to pit, and M-Dog pitted a lap later. So maybe Spec's tyres are starting to go up. I don't know. But here we go. Sushi. Will Sushi go around Sspec as well? Sushi tries to. Oh, Sushi puts his nose up the inside, and Sushi's gone. Oh, the 6 front runners now turns into 5. And that's bad luck for Sushi. That move wasn't on. I don't think Sushi sort of stuck his nose in there. He should have just tucked in behind. But Sushi didn't want to lose the toe from M-Dog. And you could see Sushi probably a bit frustrated from the attacking and stuff from before. But here we go again, out of the S's, lap 21. Zarkov, he's got the DRS. He's got tons of ERS, 90%, and he puts his nose up. Nope, he goes around, and Zarco retakes the lead. So yeah, we're still going to leave M-Dog down the bottom here because M-Dog's just outside of DRS. So we've got a fight down the bottom right-hand corner for 3rd and 4th, and the fight for 1st and 2nd front and centre. So yeah, we'll try and keep an eye on both of these so we don't miss anything. But fantastic racing. My God, what a race. It was so much fun to watch. Here we go. Shari's goes around the outside, and he gets that move done pretty easy. Zarco lets him go and slots in behind. And you can see M-Dog is now well inside the DRS of Matty Man. So that's a fight that's underway as well. Speed up again because, you know, time and whatever. And here we go. Bit of a fake there from Zarco, but nothing spectacular. Zarco's still got tons of ERS, but Shari's, I believe, he still has tons as well. All 4 of these guys at the front have tons of ERS, over 50%. So Zarco goes up the inside, but he doesn't take that position. I'm not sure what Zarco was thinking there, but I would have. And we go again. So yeah, M-Dog right up behind Matty Man, and Zarco and Shari's still going at it. This has been a race since the start, and these two have pitted out of sequence to each other. Shari's does have the better tyres by, I think, 1 or 2 laps, maybe 2 laps from Zarco. But yeah, it's on. Matty Man and M-Dog, they're on the same stint for tyre, so they're equal footing. Whereas here, I think Zarco does have a bit more ERS because he's following, but Shari's got the better tyres. So here we go again, lap 25, and we're away. Will Zarco decide to take this, or will he sit in behind? I think he's going to go. He is going, and around he goes, and Zarco takes the lead. So on the penultimate lap, Zarco is now leading. Did he go early? I don't know. We'll find out. Ooh, Shari's gets a bit slippy there, but he didn't lose any time for it. And into the final chicane and the final right, back onto the main straight, and we are now onto the last lap. So many laps, so many things happen, so many things out of sequence, yet these two still find themselves here. This is a testament, and M-Dog and Matty Man find themselves fighting. It's just a testament to their racecraft and their racing skill, these four. They're in a league of their own, these guys, and it shows. It's hard to be here still. But here we go, Shari's looks like he's going to have a crack. Is he going to put up the inside? No, he doesn't. He sits behind Zarco, and Zarco goes defensive. Zarco, he holds the inside line. Shari's goes wide, trying to do a bit of a cutback, just a bit wide. And they're going. Zarco's in front. But yeah, look, so Shari still has 40% ERS. I know Zarco has a lot, but Shari's has enough to attack here. So Zarco might be in trouble. Can he hold it out? Oh, Shari's right up behind him in the S's. He's right in there. He's ready to have a crack. This is the final DRS zone. The final DRS, the final chance to decide who takes the podium in this race. And Shari's got plenty of ERS. He's got the DRS. He runs it up the outside. Will Zarco let him go? Zarco holds the inside. And they're side by side. Shari's has popped in front. Will Zarco dive? Shari's, he doesn't go defensive. Zarco puts it up the inside, but Shari's has the inside for the next corner. Shari's, Zarco, Shari's. Can they keep it together? Shari's holds out Zarco and crosses the line in first. Well done, M-Dog. M-Dog's up the arse of Matty Man. He crosses the line. Matty Man has a 3-second penalty, and M-Dog takes that position. Now, we're on board with Sspec. We've gone back a fair bit, because this is a fight between Sspec and Sushi. Ferraris were in P5 and P6, but we're going to see something else that I haven't seen in a while. You see, Sushi gets that move done pretty easy, and he starts to pull away. And so this is for P. We've seen 1, 2, 3, 4. This is 5, 6, 7. And look, there you go. So Wobble Candy's come around, and Wobble Candy's cleaned up Cramp Soup as well. So Cramp Soup and Sspec have run out of fuel. They were on par for 5, 6 and end up with 7, 8. Sspec jumping Cramp Soup at the end because Cramp Soup has penalties. There's the penalties on screen. You can check that out if you want to see it. This is the final placing after the penalties. Cramp Soup with the fastest lap. But wow, what a race. Really, really impressive stuff. That front 6, which ended up being a front 4, that was fantastic. But thanks for watching, and see you next week.